Alright, we're back again. Battery swap. I want to grab my tube bender just in case I need it. We might be needed on this line. So you don't have to use a tube bender, use whatever you got laying around, frame, tire, hands, yeah, they all work. Okay, so we got this line's in there good. Now I gotta get the other line in there. So we have to make this fit. We have to clear this line, clear the pipe. And there's no damn way I'm running this on the outside of the exhaust system. That's just stupid. So right now the line goes like this. It doesn't even fit on the bike. And the exhaust pipe, as I recall, is in that territory. Yeah. It goes right through the center of the exhaust pipe too. So pretty well this isn't going to fly. So I'm going to decide what we're going to do. Now we have a big crease in here which is not good. So we need to try to flatten that line back out in there a little bit. I think the first thing I gotta do is try to get rid of this flat spot in here. Now if we bend the line back down, hopefully a lot of that will come out. I'm not sure if I can get that out of there very easily. Usually tube benders don't work very well for bending stuff back out that's already in there. Let's see if there's some way I can actually do that with this thing. It'd be nice if I could. Let's see. Okay, well, it looks like we might be able to do a little something. Probably need to get it right on the bend point. You have to get the zero right where you want the bend to be at, or in this case where the crease is. Of course we've got this problem over here in the back side to worry about. Okay, so we just kind of hold this and just tweak it down a little bit. So like I said, it's still in there pretty hard, but like I said, it's over center, so if it's over center, it's hard to get things to come out. I need to get that line mashed out somehow. You know, if I pound on that, it's just going to make it, it's going to do something to that. I'm not sure what. So I'm going to hit this with a steel hammer right here on the edge. See what happens. What did I do with my hammer? I lost it. There it is right there. So we'll go over here to the bench. Do a little beating. A little bit of a beat down. All we can do is screw it up. Okay, so it's a little rounder, but we still have the dimple inside because you can't take a negative out. Hopefully that made it better, not worse on the inside of the line. I've got another big dimple right here I didn't notice before. Got a lot of these in here. And that one's right where I need to straighten it back out again too. Beat on that right now. Hit on that. Okay, got that kind of rounded a little bit through that area. So we got two dimples in an inch and a half. Not very good. Okay, so now we get to figure out how we're going to get all this other junk out of here. Okay, so let's go back to see what we have to work with. Look at the game plan of where we're going to try to bend and not bend it. Pretty sure this all has to come out, but not 100% of it, but a lot of it. So all of this needs to come out. So in a deal like this, you always go the worst first. So the worst thing is this here needs to be the other direction. So that'd be the first thing to get rid of. So we need to get rid of this thing here. This needs to go bye-bye. So we're going to go over here and make it go bye-bye. At least as much as I can. Okay, so that was this curve here. I got about that much of it out. Okay, now I'm going to put in a vise and start squeezing a little bit all the way around and slowly try to make that round and straight. Harder to do without dimpling or crushing. Tripod shouldn't lay on the airline, not very accurate. Okay, so you have a smooth jaw vise like I got. And you just kind of go a little bit at a time. Don't do any of it all in one spot. Keep moving around. So you want to crunch the tube in half, so lots of little bends, better than one big flat area. Alright, you can see all the little flat spots, every facet, every time you tighten it up. You can see where the line has been stretched there and over here. Can't get that out. But I got most of that bend out of there I didn't want. Okay, now let's go down and see if we get more of it out. Let's go see what we actually did. We know we bent it, we just don't know where and how much. Okay, so obviously a lot more work. Next thing, I get rid of all this stuff down in here, I guess. So everything just seems to be in the wrong direction. All the bends we're taking out, we need to go the opposite direction with. Just pretty much just start fresh, I guess. Try to make it as straight as we can. Right where that damn crease is there. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Oops. I had the line upside down. Yeah, we want to keep some of that in there. But we want to take this out though. Alright. We got lost a little bit. That happens. Let's see here. Can I bend this out? Oh, that works good. I like that tire. You got good leverage. It doesn't want to flat spot it either when you do it. It's soft, unlike that steel bench over there. Look at that. And I even got a groove I can push into to help it from bending, creasing too bad. Oh, that works really nice. That is so nice. Oh, that just, look at that. That just flattens that right out and doesn't do any damage. Tires are nice. Oh yeah, that is bending really good. Look how nice that bent that out. It's better than what I did before over here. Okay. Trying to get that one curve out. Deuce this one back in here. Gotta get rid of that now. There we go. Get rid of that. This needs to be put back in a little bit deeper. There we go. All right. This needs to come out down here though. So we're gonna do that. It's got a hard crease in that thing. Hard radius bend. I think that all needs to come out of there too. Put an S in it because it's so hard to bend that out. Yeah, that's hard to get that one out. That's going to be fun. I think we have to do that. Try that with a bending tool. I need a lot of pressure in one tight area. That's what a tube bender does. It puts a lot of pressure in a tight area. But before I do that, let's look and see if I need to take that out or not. Okay. Not necessarily. No, we might need that in there. No. That needs to come out. If anything, it needs to go the other direction with it. Alright, let's see if we can get that thing out of the tube bender. Okay, so let's try to get that all out of there. Put what you want to take out right where it is. So when the line comes up this way, you know that's where you need to take it out at. Rotating in the bender. Pretty close. They did a pretty good job. So they took most of that out pretty good. And the real plus is that's right where that crease was at. It kind of stretched it and pulled it out. So we put that in a tension, so it pulled it apart, which pulled the dimple up, which opened up the line. So that's nice. So we had two dimples, both gone. Aren't they? No, the two dimples are up here. Yeah. There's another dimple down here though. Okay, so that's relatively straight tubing there now. Okay, so let's go back up the bike over here. See what we need. Yeah, that's where it holds on at. We're close to the area where we need to be at least. down a little bit more. You can see where we're at. Okay, so you can see we're in the general vicinity down here and kind of in the right direction. So we're close. So we took all that crap out, now we're close. But we're on the wrong side of the line. We need to be on the other side of that line. So this is going to have a dog leg coming back toward me a little bit. And this here needs to be bent in a little bit more up here. So we need to put a little more of a bend in here. So let's try that trick we did with the frame. So we go back over here. We get the punch into here first. Oh, this is the one we need to work on anyway because it was dimpled right here. So we're going to jam the punch in there pretty deep. Now this punch went in there pretty far already. It went right into the part where it was bad. We're already in there that far. Okay, so now I'm going to try to beat this in there a little deeper. We're going to use the tire as a holding fixture. Once again, we're going to use the groove in the tire to help hold it. Beat on it with a punch here. Okay. Let's try to get that to go in there. Doesn't want to go. Well, if you put a little bit of heat on that, it would help. I'm hitting right on the bad areas. Doesn't want to go past it because the rubber just bounces back. But if I hit it hard here against something hard, it'll flatten the tube out right there, and I can't take that back out. Okay, so what we need to do is use a little bit smaller of a punch. Get in there, get those bad areas to come out first a little bit. Here's another punch. Gonna do the same thing on this one, gonna deburr it. Hot. Okay, so we clean that up a little bit. So now I'm going to go into this. Okay, now we can go in there a lot deeper. Let's see if I can get on there and just push on them. Trying to push on it, to push the dimple out, hole, crease, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't want to move. This tubing's pretty strong, so it don't want to just come out. So I think I've got these little heat on that to do what we want to do. Now that is going to affect the chrome a little bit. Like I gave a crap, right? Yeah. Torch out. Okay, we don't need a big rosebud tip on this one. We need a finer of a tip. So take that out and change it. Smaller of a tip. That's still a pretty big tip too. Let's see what we got in here for a small tip. Probably not much. Yeah, there's our small one. I'm not used to doing more delicate work. I like getting in there and getting after it. that. Need a little water here real quick. The water container is dry. We should be able to cool the line off quickly here before. That help? All right, we now have a tub of water here. Okay. Now let's see if I put this over here. You might be able to see what I'm going to do here. Maybe. So we're going to put the line right on this here and try to manipulate it a little bit. I wonder if I should just go right to the big one. I do the big punch. Yeah. I'm going to heat the whole line up and just put the big punch right in to begin with. Be the way to go. Less chance of causing issues. Okay. Put on my Kevlar gloves. That'll help keep from burning myself. Got to find a good half of the glove. See, they fit on either direction. If you don't have any holes in the tips of your fingers, it doesn't burn your finger as much when you grab the hot line. Kind of like these parts here where they already got holes in them. See, it's not a hole on this side, a hole's on that side. Okay, so we're going to try this, see what happens. Yeah, come on. If you can hear it hissing air out real hard, you got too much pressure. Okay, where are we at here? Okay, so I'm going to heat it up right here on the bad parts. I need to heat up my torch a little bit, or punch, to keep from sucking all the heat out of the tubing as soon as it touches it. I need to have the hammer around here. There we go. And knock out that high spot, should help on the rest of it. Cools down too quick. Dimples are definitely in there. Something different. little more pressure. Alright, where are we going to hit it at? Figure out where you're going to hit at. Hit it right on that. Oh. See the punch mark. I got most of that out of there. Looks pretty good. The flare is getting pretty well beat out though. I need to probably see about reflaring that a little bit maybe. That flare is almost done. If it gets too far up the nut will just slide out of it. So, okay. Too bad I can't get these two out the same way. Alright, so cool off our stuff a little bit. Might be a little warm. Okay, you don't want to just quench it in there because you don't want to make it hard and brittle. So you got to cool it off a little bit. Slow cool down is the answer here. If it's sizzling, you're going in too quick. Alright. So everything fits up there nicely. I guess that flare's okay up there, it just looks kind of crappy. Wouldn't hurt if it got reflared a little bit. I don't know if I can get my flaring tool in there to do that or not. Pretty hard to bite in on these things when they're this short. If the flare gets too mangled up, too flat, then that'll just pull right off. That's why you don't want to be bending on up here on the top a lot, because it flattens the flare out and pulls it right off, pulls it right out of the damn nut. So if you got a lot of clearance on threads in your nut, on your flare tip, that means it's pretty well crushed down. This one here I think is still pretty decent, but it is getting there. So if I can redo it a little bit, it wouldn't hurt. Okay, so we got that fixed. Turn off your gases before you forget. Whenever you're done with your welding torches, shut them off. Doesn't hurt to bleed off the gas too. Alright. That part's done. I don't need these anymore. And you pick up the hot plug. Ah! Too hot. So we quenched in water. Okay, let's go back over here and see what I do on the back to the important part over here. Okay, we got our all that so far just to get us back to a starting point. Okay, now I gotta figure out what we gotta do to make it fix. Okay, let's go ahead and put this back up on here now. I think I had to bend it further with what we were doing. Let's see what happened after all that heating and cooling and playing we did. Okay, so that's going to sit way up here. The nut does not want to go in that tank. Okay, first thing I do is get the other line out of the way. As long as I keep it close to the nut on top of this ratchet lid there, I'll have plenty of room. We'll get this out of the way so we got room to work. We'll come back and check when we get further along though, make sure it's still clear. Now, everybody wants me to go buy new lines. New lines are worse than these things ever were. These things are just about pinched in half up in here on your reproduction lines. The cheap-ass Taiwan lines were the best ones. Which are hard to get anymore. The Restoration USA made ones, pure crap. They're just crushed flat. All the curves are pinched here. Very, very bad. Okay, this here is not going on, so I need to put a little spray lube in here. Let's go ahead and put this on the tank here. Got to get the dirt and crud worn out the nut so I can tighten it up by hand, hopefully. Damn mosquitoes flying around. Now, this isn't the one it goes on, but it's the easiest one to get to for now, so we'll use it. Okay. So I get all the crud off. I can unscrew it with my hand now. Okay, now I'm going to put on the one it belongs on. See if that one goes on easier this time. Damn mosquito. One dead mosquito. Another one flying around. His brother's trying to get me now. Bastard. If I get too close, I'm going to get his butt. Okay. Okay, so now we got that tightened in there. Get kind of a rough idea where we're at here. So obviously we're way out. Okay, where's the other line out? Okay, so you can see how we're not even close down there. We're pretty close in here. So we need to bend this around deeper here. And bend this back this way to bring it back some. But this has to be bent around further, which is hard to do. So you need to be more like this line. See how much more this one's bent around the curve? You need to do the same thing with this. That's right where it's bad, so hopefully can do that without destroying it. The tube bender doesn't work too good on that area, I don't think, but we'll give it a try. I need to modify the tube bender. I need to buy another one so I can butcher up this one and have another one left over. Basically what you got to do is you got to grind a big groove in here to make room for the flare, so you can have that thing all the way up in there when you're holding it to bend it. But I didn't want to butcher the only one I got, so yeah, see how this is not even going to come close to doing this? And see, this has a tighter radius than what this has too. This is the small radius one, and you can see how tight the radius is on this. It's a lot tighter. So you almost need to make one of these from scratch. Okay, so we're going to go back to the thing we did last time, frame rail. So we're going to take our punch that we already know it fits in there, and bend that thing around the frame rail. It was the right size. So if the fancy tools don't work, use whatever you got. Okay, right now we have this right here. It worked pretty good last time, so I'll try it again. It's not doing it where I want to bend it. It's not bending where I want to. See, it's flattening it out right up in here. That is not where I want to bend it. No. That crimped it pretty bad. That's how the aftermarket lines are. They bend them where you don't want to. Okay, so that's a bad place to bend at. See, we already stretched the metal back here, so if I crush this right in here, it should bring it back a little bit. Do that in the vise. Okay, that crushed it a lot. See how I flattened it on both sides? Here. Damn bugs. So that took out some of the curve when I did that, obviously, but it also opened a little. Damn bugs are all over the place. It opened up the flow again a little bit. It's still pinched here pretty good, but that bent it a little bit. Not where I wanted to bend it. So now I need to try to bend it more somewhere in here. I got to try to bend it. Try where all that crease area was. You'd think that would have bent there, but don't know. Okay, where's the other line at? We know we need to go about the same amount as this one, so let's lay it up on there and see the difference. It's hard to hold these in the same spot to see where we're at. So you can see how we got it, half of what we needed we got by doing that, but I just didn't like the damage we were doing. Okay, so now we need to try to do it again, but try somehow to keep it from sliding forward like it did. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Now if I put that smaller punch in the middle of that, I do that smaller punch. Okay. Take the small punch and stick it further in the pipe. That's up in that area where it was crunching it down. There you go. Okay, just heat it right there, a little dimple just appeared right there. Okay, now I'm going to try to bend that again. Somehow. Okay, so you can see how that punch was right in the middle there. See how it dimpled it up? It kept it from collapsing right there. It doesn't look very pretty because now there's a big titty right there, but it kept it from damaging it. It did bend it some more. Okay, now I'm going to flatten it again in the vise. If I flatten it, it doesn't bend it. You just see it. You see the thing goes like this as you tighten it in the vise. It's all right. Okay, I guess if I didn't want to destroy this punch, I could have put a nice radius on the end of it and wouldn't get quite as much of a dimple. But you would still get a little bit of a dimple in there. Okay, but better to be dimpled than being closed up. Where's the other line at? Okay, let's see where we're at now. Okay, we're still not quite the same amount, but we're pretty close. Okay, let's see what that looks like now. I want to keep bending that same piece. I want to keep bending on that tube right there. The more you do it, the more you risk damaging it further than it already is. You know, look, I can't even get the nut on here right now. I bent it so far around. Can't even get the nut on there now. That's how tight of a radius it is. Alright, well that's going to be a problem. Yeah. Bugs are biting on me. Alright, we're going to take our hammer, we're going to beat the nut on there a little bit. That's all we can do. Hopefully we don't screw the threads up too much. There we go. Don't have to worry about that nut falling off. It only goes that far. Alright, so we better quit bending on that part. I knew we were getting a little carried away on that. That means it's time to quit playing up there. Okay, so now, okay, we need to get some bend into this. So we're going to increase this curve right in here. We could probably start bending a little bit earlier. We've got a good leak over here. Remember that oil is still coming out of that fitting up there we haven't got back on the bike. So. Alright. Let's see how close we are right now with this. Okay, so we need to bend it in a little bit. I like to see a little bit of bend right here going further like this, compounding it, so I don't know if we can do that or not. Try the tube bender here, see if I can make it do that. I usually want to go in the wrong direction when I do these, but see if I can cheat and get it the right way. See, go like this. Can only get into that close. I don't think so. Need a better reference. What I'm trying to do here. That needs to go like this. That. That's about where I had it. I usually do 180 from what I think I want. Pretty much a norm for me. Alright, well, we're going to just go for it. Kind of twisting it as we're going. Getting a little bit of curve going the right direction. See what it did. I can't look it up now, so that's a negative on that. Bend it this way a little bit. Do that on the tire. You can do a lot of little bends here. So here's a little bit of a bend. Camera's in the way. You do a lot of little bending back and forth here. Kind of go in the right direction. This needs to go. This needs to bend just the opposite of what it is right there. So it's going to be like this direction, I'm guessing. Hard to bend that. Didn't really do much bending here. That's okay. Keep playing with it. At some point, you're going to get enough of what you want. Opposite what I got. Trying to inch it forward a little piece at a time. See, I'm hitting the transmission right here pretty hard, so I've got to get it to bend in. We also need to go that way a lot too. Bring it back. All these bends are in the wrong spot right here. So let's take these, rotate them within the wrong spot, push on the tire. Ah, damn it, that hurts. Can't get to where the tread's at. Ah! Hold it. It's biting me. The tire's in the wrong spot. Needs to go up an inch. Okay, what did I do wrong here? It's not bent right. That went the wrong direction or something's not right. Yeah, it's not bent the right way. Wrong spot, wrong direction. Get something nearby I can just bend on. Damn it. Damn tire's in the wrong spot. I'm gonna put a big curve in it. Okay. Now it's going kind of the right direction now. Need more of it. Different area. Same kind of area, but more of it. This curve up here needs to be bigger. Okay. Let's shot it in there deeper. back out right here. Just pushing on a tire, so I'm just making the curve. Just go, trying to make it go a little bit at a time. Got the oil line up there. So I'm trying to get it to follow around this transmission right now. So I just pull on it, tweak, come back, hit it again. Try to get to go where it wants to go. This is going the wrong direction. I'm not worried about it right now. So we need to come out a little bit further with this before we tweak it. So this needs to be bent right here at that angle, just like this on my thumbs. In this case on my knee. I don't think it bent quite right when I did that. Nope. Damn mosquitoes. Damn it. At some point, I get a bend up in here. Get a little off my hands. I gotta come back and check it again. Okay, so we need to get a bend somewhere in this area, way down in here. This needs to come back pretty hard. Nice to get it where I need it to be for sure. Right now I still need to get it past this area here. I'm using a bending structure right here called a knee. Kind of get the clear here. About the right amount. Keep on it. That's looking a lot better. A bit further down this time. Come back watching me, and not watching what I'm doing. Trying to get to come over the top of the tranny, which now we are starting to do that. Starting to get the direction I want to go. At some point I need to reverse it and drop it back down to get down past this here. Get down to the transmission down in here. Bring it back. Do a reversion. Don't have enough leverage here, I don't think. Nope. All right, I need to bend that right here. I think that's going to be a two-bender job. I'm going to be right in here. Famous last words. We'll do it right there. As soon as you bend it, you know it's wrong. Alright, I'm going to bend it right here. Come up just a little bit. And I'll give it just a little bit so I can take it out if I have to. You know it's going to be in the wrong spot. Actually, it doesn't look too awful bad. Mosquitoes. Bent a little further up. I like the tire bending, not that hard bend though. But we're in the right area. Which means a cheating bar here. Okay, so by the time I get the camera shot right, put my punch in there. Which we never put into this end yet, so it doesn't fit. No, it doesn't fit in there yet. So that's going to make it really hard to remember what I got to do because I can't even put this in here yet. See, it has a big crease right here with right there. We got bent right there. So the first thing I do is get the punch to go in there. That's the first problem. Yep, it's all the way into here now. Okay, now we got to beat on that a little bit on the vise. Something. Not the vise. No, not there. I'm going to hit on. I need something real skinny to hit on against. Yeah, what are we going to hit on around here? Hit on my thumb. Find something around here to use. Here. Don't hit the tape. Okay, that came off. Okay, we got that fixed. Okay, now we need to bend it. What the hell was I bending? I forgot. So we get to go back and figure that out. Up there. Okay, I need to bend it down to here. Right in this area here I need to bend it. Go back to our tire. This area somehow we're going to bend it. So I have no leverage to do that here. There we go. Do it here. Oh, there, that made a bend. That got a bend out of it. Stupid tube is hard. It's starting to look like what we need now. My problem is the length is way off. Get this over and kind of see what I'm doing here. So I got that kind of in the general vicinity now. We're starting to clear our tranny here now. The problem is we need to get way the hell over here. We're way back here. So this all needs to go this direction and down. So the only way you're going to do that is you got to straighten out this curve so you can rotate it that direction. And you have to bend it back down in here to bring it back. So you gotta bend it that way. So you gotta flatten this one out here and bend it this one here, which will gain you what you want. If everything goes according to theory. We're Bitcoin theory around here. So first thing we're going to do is, I'll be watching the video, yes. I got to straighten this out a bit. That's hard on my hand, hard on everything. Okay, so after it was bent that way, then we had to bend it in this area here, back in, but I'm not sure. So let's go back and on the bike and see where it is on the bike. See what happens. First thing, it made a big difference. That's really nice. It's almost on there. Okay, so we got a big twist we got in there now. Okay. So right now, this here is going this direction here. It should be over here. So I need to twist this way. So luckily we can do that pretty easy in a vise. Right in here like this. And grab a hold of this piece of crap. Need some leverage. My hands weren't so sore I could do it with my hand, but okay, now I can go ahead and just twist this thing. Like that. That's about a 15-degree twist. Now twist is over the whole length of this thing, so it does affect the curves when you do that. But at least it doesn't put any creases in anything. Okay, so now that angle's a lot better now. Looks like we still need a fair amount more. So that was all good, but we need more. That only gave me like half of what I needed. And go back over here again. Again, I'm doing my bar. Keep losing my tools. Oops, shit. That bent up in here. I felt it give. Back a little bit. Yeah, I felt that thing give. Bending on that too much. Okay. No permanent damage. Just getting more bent, that's all. Okay, so now it's starting to get close. Okay, get back over here, you can see a little bit. Okay, you're on that line there. Let's see, we're almost in the right spot now over here. Yeah, we're close. Okay, so I'm going to try to hook this thing up. I'm going to bend it on the bike. And we can move the line around to where we want it to be. Hopefully. There's some clearance is where we need it. Okay, this line here moved a bunch right there. So I'm on hard against the tranny, so first thing I do is get it off the tranny. We need to go up. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it one of these deals here. Well, that twisted the hell out of it. Oh shit. What do we do up there? Yeah, it looks like crap, but I think it's good. It looked like it bent it in half up there. I think it did. Maybe also I can see it. I think it just creased the hell out of it on the top. Yeah. See, it twisted it right here, which pinches the line in half. Oh yeah, there it is. It's buckling right here. See, it buckled it right there. It's just folding it like this. Yeah, that we can't do that. That has to be taken back out somehow. We can't have that. Okay, that's damage we can't fix like this. Okay, we gotta get back over here and try to get that out. All that twisting I'm doing is twisting right in here, I guess, because I'm using this to leverage it. We can't do that. Which way is that bent? Like this. Okay, good. Yeah, bad. I just screwed up over here, but oh well. Okay, I was able to take that twist out that was in there, but I was holding the vise right here, and you can see where it put a flat spot in it right there. So this area is pretty critical, and we keep leveraging it real hard, and it's doing damage each time we do something. Alright, I gotta try to keep from damage in that area. Okay, I just bent that thing a bunch. I went from like here to here, so let's see what happened. Obviously, it had to make an effect over here. We're not going to be sticking that punch in there no more. Leverage. We're not going to be bending on the bike too much either. Okay, so what happened here? Can't really bend this on the bike anymore. It's going to do more damage than I want. Luckily, we're not too far off. Down here now. See, we got kind of what we want. So, taking that all back out didn't really hurt me too bad. Okay, so now it's time to put the other line on there, see where we're at relative to it. See what kind of problems we're going to have now. Okay, there's our problem right now, is the line is into this line. So we can't have that line there. So we cannot have this like this. This has to be flattened out here, which is going to make that longer. So we got two lines in the same spot, don't work. So what are we going to do about that problem? Not much we can do about it. We have to just flatten it out. Can't not have it in that spot. I either have to bend it in further, which makes it more of a problem down here. I gotta straighten it out and then bend it back in the bottom. That's what I'm gonna have to do. And I gotta stay off the top up there, whatever I can do to stay off that edge. Okay, so I gotta flatten this curve out here, is what I gotta do right now. So we can just do that on a workbench here right behind me here. That's out there. Just put that right over here. Right there like that. There, I'll get the flat off that. I'll use my hand to hold it here. You're way too close. I'll just bend this thing down a little bit, probably about to here. About that much. I put zero pressure on this, so it shouldn't affect it any. I'm going to bend it back out on this side though. No, we're actually not look too bad there. Okay, we need to put a bend in this right here. Bend this direction. So I'm going to try a tube bender on that one. It's a hard bend. Okay. Alright, I put a pretty good bend over. Whoop, we got pretty good bend over the side here. Let's see if that does what we want here. Okay, so that's going to roll it that direction. It's definitely helping. We need more of that. I need to bend it further up though if I can. So I'm going to come up a little bit higher in the radius now. Instead of bending it here, I'm going to try to bend it up here further. Same angle. Okay. So just roll it up further. Oh, nut, get out of there. Ah, damn nuts in the way. Trying to make the curve more gentle and radiused. So we're making more of a curve instead of just a sharp bend. Soaking up a lot of length is what we're doing. Okay, so now we're hitting up in here like I knew we were going to. And our twist is wrong. Through here. Damn mosquitoes. So I need more of a bend in here. Get out of away from this tranny. That'd be that one. Bend it back down this one here. Let's see what we got going on here. Getting kind of lost in what's needed here. Need more of a bend on this steel right in here. Needs to be twisted. So we need to flatten this angle out a little bit. The best flattening tool we got is workbench. So what we're going to flatten. I already don't know what I'm going to flatten. Let's see, figure out when to flatten again. Flatten this a little bit here somehow, like that. Let's go ahead and mount this on the tranny down here. Not tranny, motor. Yeah, been on here for a while, so I know where it's pointed. And that didn't even want to go on there. First thing I do is get it on there, go on. First time we've had this one on here. No, second time. We had it once before already. The line needs to be flattened out down there. Okay, so those are angles at off. That needs to be flattened out a little bit, which will help us on that. Okay, it's got a little bit of crease in here, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in the vise and crush it, which will flatten the angle out a little bit, which will help us a little bit in that respect too. There's definitely good twisting in there, you can tell. Big time flatten out that one. Okay, that took out some of the twist and some of the flattening. It definitely increases the flow through that fitting. I got to see what that did for the other stuff. This now goes on there nice. Okay, that helped us quite a bit on some other stuff. Okay, that all looks a lot better. For the fun part. It'll take a lot of manual labor here, effort. Okay, so this is all good here. I need to get this up against this over here. So I need to twist this thing and shove it that way all at the same time. So that's going to flatten this curve out. I'm going to just do that by just brute force. When I took the curve out of here, it took the angle out of this. which we kind of need back in there. I'm not sure if I can make that work or not. So, I'm not sure which is worse, so I'm just going to go with this one being the worst right here. So I'm going to just go do one of those. Just brute force. Yeah, it's a big change quickly. Okay, we're still pretty darn tall. Okay, we got to clear this line, so let's see what we got to work with. We got to work around this line, so we got to get it in there to see what we got to play with. So this is actually pretty good here, except we're 5/8 of an inch too tall. So we got to soak up a lot of length somehow. Basically, it means we got to push it in this way here and shove everything down a little bit. That's how you do that. So that's just going to require a lot of brute force, whatever that takes. Okay, so push on this here, slide it in that direction a little bit. This is in the way. So I'm going to push on this with my hammer handle. Good tool, good leverage, good force. Shove it right like this here. This. Soak up some length. Put a curve in this thing and soak up some length that way. Getting a pretty good twist in this thing, which is not helping the flow on this one either. Yeah, I can't keep twisting on that one. There ain't nothing left to twist on. Okay, so now I need to go do that. That I need to do what to bring it back. Get it together. Okay, so put you onto here so I can see what we're actually going to do here. Okay. Where'd the other one go? there, I think. Yeah, that creases it. Quit doing that crap. Can't bend against hard surfaces. Gets big creases and everything. Keep doing that though. Fuck. I need to go more that way. Damn it. I used to bend this against my thumbs, but thumbs are too tired. Something I can bend against. Yeah. Bend against my hammer. Usually after when you do these kind of bends, you come back and take it back out. This hand isn't strong enough to bend it that way. Damage I'm doing. Ain't helping it any. Alright, let's see what I did. Still need to go more up there. Same spot. Can't have both lines in the same spot. It doesn't work. Need to roll it some more. This is not what I want to do. Maybe I can make my bender do what I need. This gives you leverage. I don't have any leverage what I'm trying to do. This might be able to do what I need to do. Yeah. Close so I can get to what I need anyway. in the way. Better. Spending a lot more than that though. Whoop. A big move. Yeah, that's probably more than I wanted to move. Quite fit. All right. A little more bend on the bottom. I think we might have it close. Oh, you're watching my butt the whole time. Hey, you missed all the bending I did over here. How was that butt view? See, at some point I have to think about what the hell I'm doing, not just when I'm filming. Oh well. I'm gonna put a little bit more curve in it. I'm gonna come back on this view now. Okay, we gotta put a little more bend on this one right here. And the nut gets in my way. Okay. Yeah, nut gets in my way. Get out of my way. Oil all over the place doesn't help. Come back a little bit. Well, this time move the camera back. I'm getting there. Found all the twists in my bend where I don't want to twist it anymore. Of course, that's where I need to twist it again. See, it's all twisting right here, and I don't want to keep twisting right there. But that's where it twists, is every time I twist it. Guess what? We need to twist it again. Let's try something different. Sort of my zerk fitting there. Okay, it went in. Maybe. There it goes. A little twist down there. It's causing a hell of a lot of grief on that damn angle. Alright, how's this line fit now? It doesn't. Line's in the way. Fuck. Can't get it to do what I want to do. Damn it. Ain't gonna like the results of this, but fuck it. It's the direction it needs to go. Creases it right where I don't want it. Bam! Why? Both 90s are being hurt by that, doing that way. That's bad. And I'm still hitting. Jeez. Destroying this line. Do something different. Brute force. Better working better before. And a little tension, obviously. It's twisting this line where I don't want to twist it. Alright, well, it's under a little bit of pressure. Once it pops, I know it's fine, so. What else I can do to it? Clearance from there, which we do need. Pipe that. Tons of clearance for that. Yep. Not a ton, but it's got clearance. Be nice if it had a little more. We can give it a little more. Do this right here. Put that right there. Do that. It gives a little more exhaust clearance. It's tight. Just tight right around that corner right there. Get almost a finger in there. Let's get all that beaten on, get it this time for alignment. Oh, it's actually pretty nice. So you beat on enough times, it starts looking good. So I got this one up here tightened up a little bit, and you can see where the line just kind of sits right here where it wants to be now. Slight pressure on it, not too bad. It screws right in. So we got our room in here, so we can move the transmission forward for a chain belt adjustment, whatever. We got clearance here, obviously. Trying to keep that bend from getting too bad. We're getting a hell of a twist in this, which is cutting our flow. It's pretty bad down there, but oh well. The other problem is the vent line's not going to fit, so I have to re-bend the vent line. At this point, I got no choice. I can't bend this line anymore. So you're at the limit of what you can move. Go do something else. It's tight. And now it's tight. Okay, good clearances on everything. Okay, now we're back to this one. This one shouldn't be too awful bad. I got more room to work, but basically I just have to bend it like this when my fingers are in there. Ah, yeah, that's good on your fingers. And we have to bend it back down a little bit over here. And slide forward. Slide it down. Oh, did something wrong. More up here again. There we go. More on that. Back and forth. Playing around. Okay, let's go ahead and put that one in there. This line we had room to move around. I didn't have room to move this other line at all anymore. I probably should have stopped trying to move the other one a while ago and just came back and just redid this one like I just did, but oh well. Not thinking ahead, that's the whole thing. Okay, so I got that in there. Do just a couple little tweaks to see where it wants to be. Maybe. Okay, loosen up, see how much pressure it's under. Once it's in there, it's pretty good. It lays in there just like it's supposed to. It's pretty good. Okay. I know there's another wrench someplace. Yeah. What do I do with it? There we go. Frame's blocking my view of it. Well, we're going to do that. What do we do? Okay. It's tight. That one's tight. Let's make sure this all fits now. Okay, yeah, we're in there. Good clearance. Good clearance, Clarence. Ah, thumbed in like that. It's gonna be like a 2-hour video. If this goes 2 hours, it's my longest video. Alright, so we got good clearance under here. Got good clearance here. We got clearance up here to the head. We didn't kill that line too bad. We sure the hell didn't help that line any. That's pretty twisted there. It just feels relatively round, but didn't help it any. And then obviously we have this line under here, which I don't like. I like the other line better. Now if you put the toolbox right here like you're supposed to have it, you have to have that other line, which was this line right here. So this is the line that should be on this bike for 57. And you can put your toolbox right here where it belongs. That's what's supposed to be on the bike. But for now, I'm not going to screw with it. I'm going to leave this one on there because it fits for now. But if we put the toolbox on the bike, we'll have to change this line. That's why that thing is cut out like that. I know there's a reason for it. Couldn't remember what it was, because it's supposed to be a toolbox bracket right here for this here. Alright, but we got the lines all on there. It's all fitted. Oh, a long day of playing with oil lines. We didn't even get to the bike we started on. Oh well. At least the race bike's getting one step further. It looks a hell of a lot better with these under that stupid braided lines though. So, get to wipe all the oil up again. So that should be able to stop that leak now because we got the line tight. Oh well, fun, fun, fun. These bikes are easy to work on. Everybody says put rubber lines on it. Yeah, screw rubber lines. Steel lines look a lot better. Alright, well, that's it for this one. We got as much as we can get done on this one for tonight.